name's Julia and I am so excited to join you on the mat today. Welcome to today's yoga class. It is my favourite kind of class that I'm filming today. It's a really nice short flow that's going to stretch out the entire body, and today we're really going to be focusing on holding the poses a little bit longer, connecting with the breath and really using the power of focus of the mind to really wind down, calm and relax all of our muscles. So if that sounds good to you, then join me in a nice comfortable seat and we'll get started. So you can sit cross-legged. I also sometimes like to put a block under my butt to really elevate the hips here. Whatever feels good for you right now, just get yourself comfy and in your right frame of mind for your yoga class. And slowly close your eyes when you're in your comfortable seat. Today, maybe you'd like to have the palms facing down on the thighs to really connect to a sense of grounding. Taking the first moments here to really drop the shoulders down away from the ears, elongating the neck. Lengthening the spine, taking nice inhales and feeling yourself grow tall all the way from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Allow the muscles around the face to soften. Allow your legs to soften, your belly to soften. And directing the breath all the way down into your belly. Feeling those nice, deep, slow inhales coming into the belly, filling it up like a balloon. And soft exhales, bringing that belly button closer towards the spine. If your mind is wandering today, don't worry. This entire class will be cultivating a sense of focus, and we can do that by coming back to the breath at all times. The breath is really something that is always in the present, ever changing, ever evolving. So by bringing your attention back into the breath, you'll be living in the present moment and connected to yourself. Your own breath, no one else's. And as you practice this sense of focus, really looking inwards and shutting out the external world, maybe you want to think about how you're feeling today. Are there any emotions that are sitting in your head or in your heart? And just noticing them before we set an intention for the class. And sometimes this could be connected to the emotion that comes up. So if you're feeling stressed, it might be to relax. If you're feeling too relaxed, maybe it's to give yourself more energy. Whatever it is, set that intention for today's class. And we'll be coming back to it throughout the class to make sure that you can achieve whatever you're set out. Okay, keeping your eyes closed, let's start moving really gently, and let's start with some nice neck rolls. So keeping with the breath, maybe you want to exhale as the chin comes towards the chest. Inhale as maybe your head drops back, opening the front of the throat. Moving at your pace with your breath today, and trying to be really nice and slow and gentle here. Our neck, as we all know, if we make sudden movements, it can get trapped or you can find pain in the neck. So just be nice and gentle with yourself today, moving with the breath and opening up ever so gently. Changing direction if you haven't already. Just weeding out any of these little pops and clicks that we might have here. A really nice gentle way to start your class, start your movement. And when you've finished your last cycle, come back to center and just slowly bring your hands out to the side onto your fingertips and open your eyes. And we're just going to bring our right arm up and overhead stretching out the right side body. And let's be really gentle here so you can pulse, bending at the elbow, making sure that your shoulder is nice and open, so your chest is open to the sky, shoulder blade is down the back, so we're really getting that deep stretch here on the right side. You could close your eyes as well, connecting to that sense of focus already, and really focusing on the part of the body that we're stretching here. So see how much you can think about the muscles that we're stretching all the way from the right side hip to even the top of the fingertips. One more deep breath here in movement or stillness. And then inhale to lift up, bring both arms up overhead, and let's just take a gentle twist now. So the left hand comes to the outside of the right leg, right hand behind you. And just inhale slowly, inhaling and bringing that spine nice and long, crown of the head to the ceiling. And exhale, maybe you want to look over your right shoulder here. Inhale, and exhale. Slowly coming through center, inhaling both arms up overhead and just stretching to the other side. So right hand comes down now, left arm comes up overhead, and just taking those nice gentle bends here, opening up really nice and slowly. Today we're not going to be rushing, we're not going to be doing tons of chaturangas, it's really just about opening the body up. Breathing deeply, really feeling into that left side body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly inhaling, reaching both arms up, nice big stretch, and slowly twisting towards the left this time. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh, and again inhaling up nice and tall. And then exhaling, maybe gazing over the left shoulder here. Again, you can close your eyes here, really focusing on your spine, focusing on those nice inhales, growing taller. And exhale, twisting maybe a little bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale. And then slowly unraveling, reaching both arms up overhead. And then bringing the hands out to shoulder height. We're just going to warm up the wrists a little bit. So you can make fists with the hands and just take some nice gentle circles here. Again, just getting out any of those pops and clicks here in our joints. Nice to warm up the wrists, especially if you work with a computer or you do a lot of sports. Our wrists are very underserved in that sense of warm up. And then open and close the hands here a little bit like fireworks. Amazing. Connecting with the breath, keeping your spine nice and long, and then just shaking it out. That should feel really nice. And when you're ready, come and meet me in a nice tabletop position here. As always, you know what to do. It's shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Spreading those fingers out nice and wide so you've got a good firm grip. Lengthening the tailbones, belly button towards the spine. And let's start with our cat-cows. Inhale to drop the belly, open the chest, gazing up. In our nice cow pose and holding here for a little bit longer than usual. Feeling that stretch along the front body, along the abdomen wall. And then slowly curling into our nice Halloween cat, pushing you through all 10 fingers, chin coming towards the chest, and again holding here. I like to move from side to side a little bit, getting that nice stretch into the shoulders, breathing deeply. And again, inhale, dropping the belly, opening the chest, gazing up. And then exhale, slowly pushing the mat away. Now you can stay in any of the pose for longer if you really feel like you want to get a stretch in the front or the back body. It's all up to you. Today is really about you focusing on yourself and what your body needs. One last time, inhale, opening the chest. And exhale, pushing the mat away. And then when you're ready, slowly coming back to our tabletop. My hair is so annoying today. And we're going to come into melting heart pose. So we're going to walk the hands out in front of us, and if you can, dropping the forehead down onto the mat. Feeling that really nice deep stretch onto the shoulders. And let's hold here for 3 deep breaths. Inhale deeply, feeling that beautiful opening in the shoulder blades. Exhale, maybe seeing if you can drop your chest down even more, feeling that stretch intensify. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep breath here. Maybe you want to come up onto the fingertips, feeling that stretch even more. And on the exhale, we're just going to snake down, so just dropping the belly down, coming onto the belly. And we're going to come up onto Sphinx Pose. So, bringing those forearms down onto the mat, spreading the fingers out nice and wide. And our action is trying to pull our fingers towards our chest. So opening up the chest here, feeling that nice pull happening as we open and breathe into the front body in this nice gentle back bend. Inhale here. And exhale, pushing into the tops of the feet. Inhale. And exhale. And then let's take a half frog pose. So bring your right knee out to the side, trying to keep it 90-degree angle if possible. And we'll take a twist while we're doing it. So we're going to thread the needle and get a nice spinal twist in here. And your right hand is going to loop under the left arm, bringing that left arm out in front of you and bringing the right ear down onto the mat. Opening up the hip here, stretching out the right shoulder and getting a gentle spinal twist. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. If you want to intensify the shoulder stretch, you can bring your left hand up and over the back and touch in the little crease into your right hip. Inhale. And exhale, focusing on the breath. Last time, inhale. And exhale. And if you're in that bind, slowly unravel, bringing the left hand down onto the mat, lifting yourself up, coming back into our Sphinx Pose, bringing that right knee in, and then just swapping sides. So now the left knee comes out to the side, coming into our frog pose on this side, and if you'd like to, you can take that nice little twist as well, looping the left arm under the right, bringing the left side of the head down onto the mat. And then if you'd like to, you can take the bind as we take 3 deep breaths in this side. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale last time. Slowly unravel if you're in the bind, bringing that right hand down this time, lifting back up into our Sphinx Pose, bringing that nice knee in, and then we're just going to bring our hands under the shoulder blades, push yourselves up nice and gently, bring your knees as wide as the mat and push your hips back, coming into Child's Pose, dropping the head down. This should feel really nice on the lower back here. Your hips are already nice and open after that little frog pose. So this should feel good as your body is sinking in between your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, maybe sigh out the mouth here. Inhale. And exhale. And then coming back to your intention before we move on. And on the inhale, coming back up into our tabletop. This time tucking the toes under, and you guessed it, let's push our hips up and back, coming into our first down dog of the day. So maybe you want to shake your head out. If you've done any classes with me or any yoga classes before, you know the drill. You can bend one knee at a time and push opposite heel down to at opposite times. So I don't know why that was difficult to say. One heel down at a time, basically shaking your head out to take away any tension in the neck. Dropping those shoulders away from the ears so the neck is nice and long. And then when you're ready, we're going to take hip circles. So lift your right leg up and back into 3-legged dog, bending the knee, opening the hip, seeing how that feels and trying to keep both shoulders square to the mat. And then just take nice circles here. Again, you do you. Take them as big or as small as you'd like to. seeing if you can keep the left heel down onto the mat. That should be a really deep stretch into the calf. And then switching directions, really mobilizing this side of the hip. And then when you're ready, slowly coming back to center and bringing that foot in between the hands at the top of the mat. Let's drop our left knee down and we're just going to climb up onto the right knee, getting into our low lunge here. Feeling a nice stretch in the hip flexors. One pose that I really am doing all the time now to get deeper into the hip flexors, and you can join me if you'd like. Inhale the arms up overhead, and then exhale, either bring your hand onto your hip or down onto the mat if you can, or if you have a block, that could also work. And then leaning over to the back diagonal right side of your mat. That should really get a nice deep stretch into the side of the hip flexor. Feels really good to me. Inhale and exhale here. Breathing deeply, staying with the breath, and exhale. Taking one more opening breath here. And then on the exhale, bringing the hands down, and we'll just come to a gentle hamstring stretch here, so flexing the front foot, lifting up onto your fingertips, and first of all, seeing how that feels, trying to get your legs straight while you're up. You can keep your knees bent as possible, and if you'd like to, walking the hands out in front of you. Breathing deeply here into the back of the leg, inhale, and exhale. Inhale deeply, and exhale. And slowly coming forward in my second favorite pose, I love a hip opener, pose is walking out into lizard pose here, and just swaying from side to side, trying to keep your foot flat onto the mat. You can be on your hands here if you'd like to. You can come down with me onto the forearms, and just seeing how that feels. This should be a really nice deep hip opener here. Breathing deeply. You can close the eyes as well. One more deep inhale here, wherever you are. Exhale. And when you're ready, slowly coming back up onto the hands, tuck the back toes under, and let's just step back into our downward facing dog. Feeling how both legs feel now after that deep stretch here. We're going to be taking it over to the other side, obviously. So when you're ready, let's lift the left leg up this time, bend the knee, open the hip, and see how that feels, pressing your chest closer towards the right leg, maybe bringing the right heel down if you can, dropping your shoulders from your ears, making sure you feel nice and squared to the mat here with the shoulders. And then we take those circles, as big or as small as you'd like. And switching directions, staying connected with the breath. And then coming back to center, time to bring the left foot forward, dropping the right knee down. And when you're ready, lifting up onto the left knee this time, opening the chest. And just starting to feel how that feels on this side. Sorry, I can feel my hair is crazy. Never again. And then if you'd like to, lift your arms up overhead, and you can drop your hand down, going over to the opposite diagonal side and getting that deep hip flexor stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing deep into this side of the body. And exhale. Inhaling deeply, lengthening. And then exhale, slowly coming down, coming into our lizard pose. So walking that left foot out to the side. And again, just taking those nice rocks side to side. If you'd like to join me onto the forearms. And just feeling into this side. Trying to keep that left foot flat onto the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. And then slowly lifting up, bringing actually just the left knee down this time, pushing back into your child's pose. And we're going to close off class here with 3 deep breaths through the nose and deep breaths out through the mouth, just to really relax here. Before we do, coming back to your intention one last time. And then we begin, inhale deeply, feeling that belly expand, belly button coming towards the mat. Exhale, leave any stress or tension out with this exhale. Inhaling, feeling positive vibes, good energy, white light filling up the body with the inhale. And exhale, breathing out any of that grey, dark smoke that's associated with stress, tension, anxiety. One last time together, inhale. And leave it all here on the mat. Amazing. Slowly tiptoe your fingers towards your knees and just finish in a comfortable seat. You can cross your legs or whatever feels good for you now. Roll the shoulders down the back one last time and bring your hands in front of your heart if you feel comfortable to thank yourself for joining me on the mat today and giving your body what it deserves. You can bow to yourself, chin towards the chest, and then slowly opening the eyes. So thank you so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun and I know my body really needed that deep stretch. So let me know how you enjoyed it. Let me know and if you're looking for anything in further classes. I would really like to see you again soon and have an amazing day.